how Jeremy Haynes makes over 1 million per month with his YouTube sales funnel. And in this video, I'm going to expose his entire YouTube funnel, how he only targets rich people with his content, how he uses YouTube as a nurturing asset for shorter sales cycles, higher show-up rates, and higher close rates, and how you can copy this exact funnel to scale any B2B or B2C offer. And I'm going to tell you everything I've found out from researching his funnel for over 5 hours. So the first thing is going to be his ICP and offer. You may know him as the 1 million guy, one of the best marketers, or the paid ads guy. This is how most people know him. Now, who is his ICP? Marketers, agencies, or business owners in general. And you can even check it out on his YouTube channel, on his YouTube banner, where he basically says that these videos are dedicated to sales, business lessons, and marketing lessons. That's it. Simple as that. For the most part, his ICP is going to be just rich people. That's it. People with money that like to spend it, or they want to spend it to actually make more money. If you think about it, what exactly are rich people trying to solve? Rich people are experiencing problems with paid ads, funnels, backend systems, or sales teams in general. So he's basically making strategic content to build that exact ICP, and his messaging is so dialed in that you can definitely see it in his current videos. The best 3 performing emails I've sent this year for my 1 million a month clients. How to 3x your show rate with one YouTube video, bars, psychology, and then we have how to create a 1 million a month YouTube video sales letter, basically a VSL. And if you go deeper and you try to understand who is actually trying to target those videos, is super simple that this is just rich people. For example, the best performing emails, who is actually going to be looking for emails that actually made 1 million a month for one of his clients. And how to 3x your show rate with one video. If you think about it, who actually cares about show rate? Any business that has sales goals and they want to increase the show up rate, so now they can actually have profitable ads and so on. And who exactly is going to be looking for creating VSLs? Again, business owners that are currently running VSL funnels, or they're looking to start a VSL funnel. And the second way he's dialing his messaging even one step further is by using visual representation, or kind of hinting to the viewer that he's actually rich. In one of his videos, he's just sitting in front of a Rolls Royce, which is a massive authority builder for any rich person, because who is going to resonate with that video? Someone who has money, and he's like, okay, this guy actually knows how to do it. In most of his videos, you see on the background, he actually has some creative art, which again signals to rich people. And then you have a get richer sign. Then you have a platform. ClickFunnels, I think was it. Not really sure, but again, it's a pretty valuable plug for any kind of person that is running businesses or any kind of funnels. And then he has some videos where he's on his balcony, which is insanely big. And if you take a look at his videos, he on purpose wears super expensive watches. He also wears some kind of expensive bracelets. Again, all of these signals to the viewer that he's actually an authority and he actually knows what he's talking about. And this isn't a coincidence. A lot of channels on YouTube do the same thing. For example, this channel is running a vending machine offer, basically starting a boring business. Whenever you open his videos, he's just sitting in front of vending machines. Then you have a door-to-door offer where he's just sitting on the grass, wearing his pants, shirts, and also in front of some house, which again signals that this is going to be about door-to-door sales. Then you have doctors on YouTube who's actually wearing coats or any kind of clothes that any doctor would wear. This is all a psychological trigger in your brain, basically the white coat effect. For example, whenever you see expensive watch like AP, the first thing that comes to mind is going to be rich, someone who is wealthy and he has money. This is it. You subconsciously actually connects that to someone who has authority over you. For example, whenever you see a doctor with a white coat, you instantly see him as an authority or someone who is trustworthy, and you can actually believe him whenever he says something about your health. And I'm not saying this just because I feel like it. There was a case study done in 2004 by Brace and Richmond. In this case study was involved 78 patients, and they were given the option to rank from 1 to 4 how this attire for any kind of doctor suits them. So basically 4 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. And you can see how a name tag, a shirt, a jewelry, a tie, a dress shoes, a suit, a white coat, all of these are ranked in above 3, right? There's super high authority that actually signal to the exact patient that this person is actually trustworthy and they can trust him with his health. But whenever you start going down the list, you can definitely see trainers to jeans to t-shirt. If you wear these clothes whenever a patient sees you, he definitely sees you as a low authority. This is why you need to be able to not only dial in your messaging, and if you're actually rich, you need to show it in the way you speak, the way you dress, the way your background works, and so on. This is how he does it in his videos. Now that we know how he's actually targeting his ICP, we need to understand his offer. And he currently has 3 offers: his inner circle, his agency, and master internet marketing. If you think about it, all of these offers target the same ICP, they're just different, right? This is more of a consulting offer, this is a done-for-you offer, and then you have a course, right? All of this is the same thing, but for different kind of stages of the buyer journey of his ICP. And this is offered for newer businesses or kind of the intermediate. They're not exactly running multi-million operations. Then you have a done for you offer for businesses that doesn't want to do everything. And then you have the inner circle for business owners who actually wants to hit those 1 million a month, right? Simple as that. And you may be asking yourself, why is even YouTube a crucial part in his funnel? Because rich people are sophisticated buyers and they need to trust that you can provide outcomes and also show your expertise on camera. Again, that's the whole idea. Build enough trust and conviction with the viewer before he actually books a call with you and he basically ready to buy from you on that call. And this is why you need to pay close attention to what Jeremy Haynes is actually doing. All of his videos are getting 3K views, 2K views, 1K views. You can see these aren't making millions and millions of views. They're just views from the right viewers. Because if you think about it, who is going to sit down and watch 25 minutes, 24 minutes video, and even a 21-minute video? All of these are super dialed in to target his ICP. This is the whole idea with YouTube. Make videos that only target your ICP. Because even if you get 500 views from the right viewers, it's enough when you say high ticket. This is why it's super important that you need to understand that YouTube isn't a sprint. It's a marathon like any other social media platform. This is organic marketing. This isn't paid, where you can just put $1,000 and you get instant data and feedback from the market. Now, organic and paid. How he's currently using his YouTube channel to nurture all that cold traffic. First, he has a YouTube channel, and the whole idea from this channel is to just show and appeal to rich people. The car he's driving, the penthouse that he bought, and basically his office that he's working in. All these small kind of things or clues that would tap into his ICP's desires, fears, and motivators. After that, he's just funneling all the traffic and eyeballs from his ICP to his main channel. After that, we have his IG account with over 126,000 followers. Whenever you click on his links, you can see that the second thing that you can open is his YouTube channel. Again, the whole idea, diving eyeballs to that channel where he can nurture, educate, and convert those viewers. Then we have his Twitter account with over 22k followers, and the first thing that you can see whenever you open his Twitter account is going to be his YouTube account, where the whole idea is again drive all the traffic to his YouTube channel. That's it. And then you have paid ads. Basically, he's just paying for these videos to be shown to that more people. And he's just funneling all those eyeballs to his YouTube channel. And the whole idea is to get his cold prospects to his YouTube channel to binge watch his content, and eventually build enough trust and conviction to make a buying decision and convert them. That's it. And why he's doing that is because this is the easiest way to convert your viewers into buyers. Because now you funnel all the traffic to one source where you can nurture, educate, and convert those viewers. But the main idea is that in 2026, the market is sophisticated. Trust is the biggest leverage and currency you can build in 2026. And why is trust so important in 2026? Because in the book Casualtising, it was mentioned that the way consumers do research is actually evolving. Basically, every single lead that comes into your funnel will do his due diligence. He needs to make sure that he vets you before he actually makes a buying decision with you. This is super important, and you need to understand that the market is sophisticated every single month, and every single buyer is becoming more conscious and more careful with every single buying decision on the internet. So this is why you need to have long-form content. There was another important case study done by Google. For someone to make a buying decision with your brand or to trust you enough to make a buying decision, on average he needs to spend 7 hours with you across 4 different locations and with 11 different touch points. So this is how it's super simple to understand that YouTube is one of the best ways to build a trust. Then the third thing is going to be his YouTube sales funnel. Currently, he's creating 3 types of content: top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel content. For example, his top of the funnel videos are how-to videos, building out his ICP's most common problems and desires. This comes from the ideation process. They have high search traffic, and these bring eyeballs from your ICP to your channel. For example, how to 3x your show rate, how to force Meta to bring you only ideal buyers, and how to double your revenue without a single customer. Then you have the middle of the funnel videos. These are your authority builders. They do the heavy lifting before every single sales call. They handle objections, they shift limiting beliefs, and they build trust and conviction before every single sales call with the viewer. The exact system to recruit top 1% closers fast. This is why your CPMs are so high right now, and you don't have a marketing problem, you have a decision problem. Finally, we have the bottom of the funnel. These are your money makers. Now, these are going to be your case studies and client interviews. Walk through the exact transformation, the before and after state, include specific numbers, timeframes, and mechanisms. One case study will generate more revenue than 30 core emails and 100 shorts. And to explain to you in simple terms, this is just Lego blocks. Each single video needs to tie into each other. Basically, someone comes from the top of the funnel, then he gets funneled to the middle, and then to the bottom of the funnel. That's it. Every single video needs to tap into each other. The whole idea is to create an ecosystem, because now he can easily funnel all the different traffic from all these social media platforms to one single YouTube channel. Then you have the ideation process. This is super simple. The first thing that he's currently using is his unlimited ICP feedback. For the most part, in one of his videos, he said that he gets all of his ideas from his inner circle. Basically, he knows what his current ICP is experiencing. FAQs, objections, desires, pain, fears, motivators, and even limiting beliefs, because he has an unlimited pool of clients or information from his ICP, which is the most important part. He gets the information from the root. If you can do this, just ask your ICP and he's gonna tell you what he's currently experiencing and how you can fill that gap and fix those problems. Then it's going to be sales calls. And what he's currently doing is putting 10 to 20 sales calls or even more than that. It depends on how much data he has. And then he uses Fathom or Firefly to gather all that information, feed it into Claude, and eventually ask it to sort all the FAQs, pains, fears, desires, common objections, and limiting beliefs. Third way is going to be outlier ideation. Because if you take a look at these videos, all of them leverage something that is proven to work across different niches. This is what I mean. He's just looking what is working across different niches, bring it to his niche and make it 1% newer or better. How you can do that is by using vidIQ. That way you can start looking at outliers. And for example, these videos aren't massive outliers. 1.7 outlier, 1.6 outlier, or even a 1.x outlier, which shows that these videos weren't exactly that good. But the whole idea again is not to get views, but to actually get the right views from the right viewer. How he's doing it is he's looking at his main niche, then he's starting to looking at adjacent niches, and finally far off niches. He gets the data and makes it 1% better or newer. This is how all the massive creators and business owners on YouTube are leveraging YouTube's data. They don't try to make something new, be creative, or trying to reinvent the wheel. They take the data, leverage it, and make it 1% newer or better. Because at the end of the day, data is the most powerful thing if you're a marketer or you're a business owner that is on social media. Now, if you want me to build this exact YouTube funnel for your business, where you record for 30 minutes a week and we handle the strategy, scripting, editing, thumbnails, and posting, click the first link in the description and book a call with me. But before we do that, let me show you how he packages his videos so his ICP is made to click on the video. Then you have packaging. This is the most important part of YouTube. This is the whole foundation of YouTube in general. For the packaging, we have thumbnails and titles. Currently, he's making it super easy to understand. They create curiosity. They speak to his ICP's desires, fears, and motivators. Then novelty, something new that again he's bringing to his niche. He's using numbers, percentages, and familiar icons. For the titles, he's currently using proven title formats that are proven to work across every single niche on YouTube. A strong title targets the exact search term your ICP is already typing. The title and the thumbnails must complement each other. The title gets the click and the thumbnails get the attention. If you take a look, his thumbnails actually first gets your attention and then you read the title and you're made to click on the video because this is resonating with your exact pain or desire. This is how YouTube works and how you can engineer your videos and copy this exact system. Then you have scripting. For the scripting, he never scripts the whole video word for word and he's using a simple structure. Hook, body, middle CTA, and outro. For the hook, he's using the proof, plan, and promise framework. This is proven to work across every single niche on YouTube. That's it. It's working. He doesn't have to reinvent the wheel again. He's taking what's already working and using it for his own advantage. For example, the proof is why should the viewer even listen to you in the first place? Plan, create an open loop in the viewer's mind so they have to stay until the end of the video to close it. And promise what will they learn or get out of the video if they watch it. Then we have the body. For the most part, he maybe has some simple bullet points and sub bullet points to talk about, and you need to be as authentic as possible because at the end of the day, if you're this kind of authority and you have so much experience, talking about a certain topic is super easy. Then he has the middle of CTA. These CTAs captures the leads that are highly qualified and warm enough to make a buying decision. This is one of his middle of CTAs. He talks about all of his offers and he's just funneling all the traffic to the links in the description, the inner circle, the Jeremy Haynes, and to apply to his agency. Then we have the outro. For the outro, he has two CTAs. First to his offer and then to one of his relevant videos on his channel. That way they're engineered for binge watching. Leads can stay in the loop, build trust, and spend enough time with him to make a buying decision. And then you have editing. For the editing, it's super simple. As you can see, he has simple animations that are just something that adds to the topic or the idea. He's not going overboard. These are super simple and easy to do. For some cases, he's adding animations for the intro, which the whole idea is again to get your attention and makes you watch until the end of the video. And then he has split screens or basically a screen share videos with a face cam where he just illustrating or visually presenting what he's telling you verbally. That's it. Simple as that. And he doesn't spend thousands on fancy edits or any kind of videos that will appeal to kids. This is a simple editing style and 90% of the time it's a split screen with an iPad and a simple visuals for more complex ideas. You don't need more for a business channel on YouTube. A lot of business owners think they need to spend hundreds for editors when in fact you can just rip a simple model board like I'm doing right now or just buy a simple iPad and start drawing it. It's really up to you, and that way you can start generating thousands from video. And then we have the 8th step of his YouTube funnel is omnipresence. He turns one YouTube video into a 5 to 10 Twitter posts, Facebook posts. He sends it to his email lists, to his IGDMs, stories, or any kind of shorts that he can actually leverage, and then he's just clipping the videos. Then he has LinkedIn content that he's again turning into video form to text-based, and he's running retargeting ads to these videos. For the ads, it's super simple. He has two things. First, he's clipping the YouTube videos and turning them into ads, or he's running retargeting ads to the YouTube channel. Our the whole idea is to bring that cold traffic to the channel where it can binge watch his content before every single video. He also talks about how he's using it, and that way he's annoying his ICP, make content that would appeal to the ICP, drive as much cold traffic to YouTube channel, nurture, educate them, and eventually convert them. And here are a few ways that you can currently use it for your own funnel. Use YouTube as pre-call assets. The whole idea is to send them to prospects before they get on call with him, and you definitely notice a big increase in show up rate, PIF rate, and cross rates. Send videos to cold leads sitting in his pipeline. Reactivate dead leads by providing value instead of another just checking in. Then he's sending the videos to his blog. The whole idea is to nurture subscribers and move them closer to buying. Turn YouTube content into Twitter posts or LinkedIn posts, and then you need to repurpose one video into 10 pieces of content across platforms. And finally, run the targeting ads to YouTube videos. This is exactly how Jeremy Haynes makes 1 million a month from his YouTube funnel. If you're doing over 20k per month and you want us to handle the whole process, done for you, so you can just record for 30 minutes per week, click the first link in the description to book a call with me. And if your ads are bringing leads but they're showing up cold, uneducated, and price sensitive, the problem is on your ads. Watch this video next for a breakdown why YouTube is the missing piece.